The horror was realizing her art was no longer her escape, but Malthese's new weapon. Ilara grew thin, pale, and constantly haunted. The emotional trouble was too much. She was breaking under the weight of a manufactured, soul-deep despair. Malthus was becoming a terrifying, shimmering figure, drunk on her agonizing self-doubt, the climax of horror and realization. One night, shattered and huddled in the corner, Ilara finally understood the demon's true nature. She looked into Malthus's indifferent eyes, and she didn't see a monster. She saw a mirror, reflecting the face of a girl who was willingly giving up her love for others out of fear. "You don't feed on dread, Malthus," she choked out, her voice raw with emotional exhaustion. "You feed on my capacity to love. You make me believe that the pain of connection is worse than the horror of being utterly alone." She picked up her charcoal, her hand shaking, and began to draw, not the monster, but her own heart. It was a detailed, bleeding organ, but instead of breaking, it was slowly encasing itself in a shell of ice. "You want me to hate them, to sever every thread of connection," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. The ultimate emotional horror of choosing solitude. As she finished the drying up portrait of frozen, self-imposed isolation, Malthus let out a terrible, dry shriek. The emotional truth of her, drawing the realization that she was choosing the pain to stop his feeding, was his undoing. He was pulled, not into the paper, but into the silence he had tried to weaponize, trapped in the eternal, empty space of her deliberately frozen heart. Ilara was free. The demon was gone, but a far colder trouble remained. She never drew again. She lived, serene and untouchable, in Oakhaven. Her eyes held the calm, chilling knowledge of a soul that had seen the infinite dread and had, somehow, chosen the terrifying peace of emotional numbness over the beautiful, volatile agony of human connection.